Yes. Hi everyone. In this semester, I am dealing the power system 2. Okay, that is PS2. In previous semester, we studied PS1, that is power system 1. Basically, the power system is divided into three parts. Okay, that is generation, transmission, and distribution. Okay, in previous semester, in the PS1 subject, we will learn about the generation and the distribution of power. Okay, in present semester, we will study PS2, that is the power system 2. In this subject, we will learn the total power transmission system. Okay, in this semester, we will study the PS2, that means the power system 2. Okay, in this subject, we will learn the total power transmission system. Okay, the power transmission line is one of the best major components of an electrical power system. Okay, the power transmission system is the one of the best major component of the electrical power system. Okay, what is meant by the transmission system means that it transfers the power from generating station to the substation. Okay, transmit the power from generating station to the substation. In previous semester, in previous one subject, we already studied about the total generating stations and how the power will be generated in the various generating stations are already studied. In present semester, we will study about the overall transmission system. Okay, the transmission lines are a set of wires. Okay, that lines are a set of wires are called the conductors. Okay, that carries electrical power from generating plant to the substation and the delivered power to the consumers, and the delivered power to the consumers is known as the transmission system. Okay, you understand? Transmission system means that it consists of number of transmission lines or set of wires are called conductors. Okay, that carries the electrical power from generating plant to the substation. Okay, that delivers power to the consumers. Next, at a generating plant, electric power is stepped up to several thousand volts. At a generating plant, that means the generating stations, the electrical power is stepped up to several thousand volts by a transformers and delivered to the transmission lines. That power is delivered to the transmission lines. Okay, power transmission is the movement of energy from its place of generation to the customers. Okay, this is the basic total overall power system. This diagram indicates the overall power system. Basically, the power system is divided into three parts. This is the electrical power system. Basically, this electrical power system is divided into three parts. Okay, that is, first one is the generation, second one is the transmission, and third one is the distribution. The electrical power system is basically divided into three parts. That is, first one is the generation, next one is the transmission, next one is the distribution. In PS1 subject, in last semester, we already study about the generation and also the distribution systems. We already studied about the distribution systems also in the power system 1 subject. In present semester, in the PS2 subject, we study about the transmission systems. Only we study about the overall transmission systems. Why we study the only transmission in the PS2 means that transmission lines means that we are having the very large lines or very long lines. In the transmission lines, we are when the power will be transmitted from generating station to the substation, we require the very large length or very long cables are required. While transmitting that power, we are obtaining the so many losses that will be calculated in this subject. That will be calculated in this subject. Okay, that is known as the transmission system. Transmission system means that it consists of a number of transmission lines, okay, or set of wires called conductors that carries the electrical power from this generating station to the distribution system. Okay, it transmit the power. That means when the power will be generated in the generating stations, that power is transmitted by using these transmission lines, and then this power is delivered to the consumers by using the distribution systems, by using the distribution systems. Okay, basically the power system is divided into three parts. That is, first one is generation, second one is the transmission, and third one is the distribution. Generation means the in the generating plants we generate the power, like thermal power plant, nuclear power plant, solar power plant, etc. are the generating stations. In that generating stations, we generate the electrical power. Okay, that power is transmitted by using these transmission lines. By using these transmission lines. This transmission lines means that it is a set of wires. Okay, it is a set of wires called the conductors. That set of wires will be depending upon the rating of the substation, will be depending upon the rating of the substation. Okay, that will be transmitted by using these transmission systems, and then it will be delivered to the different consumers by using the distribution systems. That power is delivered by consumers, different types of consumers, by using of these distribution systems. Okay, overall the power system is divided into three parts, that is generation, transmission and distribution systems. The generation and distribution are already studied in the PS1 subject. Now in present semester we will study about the transmission systems. Okay, clear the what is meant by the transmission systems. Next, this is the basic total overall the overall power systems. In this, the red color indicates the generating station. This is the generating station. That means like power thermal station, nuclear station, or solar stations, etc. These are wind power stations are the generating stations. In that we are using the generating step up transformer. Okay, this is the step up transformer, and then we are using the transmission lines, and then we are using the transmission lines. In this case we are using the 765, 500, 345, 230 and 138 kilovolts will be transmitted by using these transmission lines. These are the towers. By using these transmission lines, we transmit the power, and then we step down the power by using the step down transformer. Okay, this is the substation step down transformer. In that we are having the different types of consumers. That consumers are divided into three types. That is the subtransmission consumers, primary consumers and secondary consumers. Different types of consumers are required, different types of kilovolts. Okay, you understand, different types of consumers are required, different types of kilovolts. That's why we are using the number of transformers for step down or step up the voltage levels. Okay, this is the distribution lines. This green color lines will be indicated the distribution. Okay, this is the distribution. Overall, the power system divided into three parts: generation, transmission and distribution. This is the distribution. This red color indicates the generation, blue color indicates the transmission and green color indicates the distribution systems, and these black colors are the consumers, different types of consumers. Okay, in the middle of the generation and the distribution system we are having the transmission lines. This total are called as the transmission system. This will be studied in the PS2 subject. In overall PS2 subject we study about the transmission lines. Okay, this is the overall power electrical power system, that is generation, transmission and distribution. In different stages we are using the different step up or step down transformers for the requirement basis. Okay, this is the introduction about the transmission system, and this is the classifications of a electrical power system. Okay, next one is the brief introduction about the transmission system. Okay, the transmission lines are a set of wires are called conductors. Okay, transmission system means that in the transmission system we are having the different conductors. These are the different wires. These are called as the transmission lines. These blue color lines are called as the transmission lines. These transmission lines are set of wires are called the transmission systems. Okay, that carries the electrical power. This lines carries the electrical power from generating station that delivers to the consumers by using these distribution systems. Okay, the transmission lines are a set of wires called conductors. Set of wires means the conductors. Okay, that carries the electrical power. The set of conductors carries the electrical power from generating plant to the various consumers or substations, generating plants to the substations. Okay, next one is the power from generation plants is carried first through the transmission systems. Okay, when we generate the power in the generating plant, that will be carried by the transmission systems. After completing the operation of power generation, then it will be carried by using these transmission systems. Okay, next one is which consists of transmission lines. Okay, the transmission system consisting of a transmission lines that carries electrical power at various voltage levels. The transmission system consisting of a transmission lines, okay, that carries the electrical powers at various voltage levels. Okay, the electricity flows over high voltage transmission lines. Oh, Bashya, what? అవునా, ఎప్పటి నుంచి? వాయిస్ ఒకటే వినిపిస్తుందా? ఓకే ఓకే ఓకే. ఇప్పుడు ఓకే. Okay, this is the overall power system diagram. Basically, the power system diagram is divided into three parts. That is the generation, transmission, and distribution. In the middle, we are having the transmission system. In present subject, in present PS2 subject, we study about the overall transmission system. Okay, this is the blue color indicates the transmission lines, and red color indicates the generation system, and green color indicates the distribution system. Okay, next, this is the overall electrical power system that will be divided into three parts: generation, transmission, and distribution system. This is the basic introduction about the transmission system. That means the transmission system consisting of a different set of lines. Okay, this is the different transmission lines or a set of wires are called as a conductors. Okay, that carries the electrical power from generating plant to the substation. That means by using this transmission system, we carry the electrical power from generating station to the substation. Okay, next one is the power from generating plant is carried by first through the transmission system. After complete the generating of the power, then we use the transmission system. Next, which consisting of a transmission lines that carries the electrical power at various voltage levels. By using these transmission lines, we carry the power at various voltage levels. Okay, the electricity flows over high voltage transmission lines to a series of substations where the voltage is stepped down by the transformers. In the case of a transmission system and also this generating systems and distribution systems, we are using the different types of a substations. Okay, next one is the power transmission system including the short transmission lines, medium lines, and long lines. Okay, basically the power transmission lines are divided into three types, that is based upon the distance. Okay, first one is the short transmission line, next one is the medium transmission line, next one is the long transmission line. Okay, transport the power from the generating source and into a power distribution system. Okay, that means by using these short, medium, and long transmission lines, we transport or transmit the power from generating station to the distribution system. Okay, this distribution system provides electricity to individual consumers. Okay, that is the basic introduction about the transmission system. Okay, next one is the syllabus. Coming to the syllabus, we are having the 6 units. Okay, first one is the transmission line parameters. First unit is the transmission line parameters. These 6 units are complete related to the transmission system only. The 6 units completely related to this transmission systems only. Okay, in first unit we study about the what are the parameters are there in the transmission lines. Every line having the every line having the parameters, that is the resistance, inductance and capacitance. Okay, in this unit we study about the what are the parameters in the transmission line and what are the conductor materials and types of conductors, and also calculations of resistance and inductance and capacitance for single phase and the three phase lines. Okay, we are having the different types of lines, that is the short transmission line, medium transmission line and also long transmission line. The transmission system will be divided into three types depending upon the distance or the depending upon the length. On the basis of the length, the transmission system is divided into three parts. Okay, that is first one is the short transmission line, next one is the medium transmission line, next one is the long transmission line. In the case of a short, medium and long transmission line, we calculate the what is the effect of a resistance and inductance. Okay, for short and the medium transmission line, we neglect the capacitance value. The capacitance value will be neglected in the case of a short and medium transmission line. Okay, that will be considered only in the case of a long transmission line, that all the parameters will be calculated in the transmission line parameters. Okay, next coming to the second unit. The second unit is the performance of short and medium length transmission lines. Okay, in this unit we study about the short transmission line and also the medium transmission line. In the case of a short transmission line, the affected parameters are the resistance and inductance only. We neglect the capacitance value, that is very negligible. Due to that resistance and inductance, in the case of a transmission line, we are obtaining the sum of the losses. That losses will be calculated. By using these losses, we will find out the efficiency and regulation of this transmission system. Okay, in the case of a short transmission line, due to the resistance and the inductance value, some losses are obtained. The losses are formed by the capacitance will be neglected in the case of a short transmission line. Okay, next one is the medium length transmission line. In the case of a medium length transmission line, also due to the resistance and inductance, we are obtaining the sum of the losses that will be calculated, and also some capacitance value is also presented, that will be calculated in the case of a medium length of transmission system. What are the losses are to be obtained due to the resistance, inductance and capacitance are to be calculated. Okay, then we will calculate the efficiency and regulation of short and medium length of transmission lines. Okay, this will be studied in the second unit. Okay, next coming to the third unit. The third unit is the performance of a long transmission lines. Okay, in the case of a long transmission line, the capacitance value is also added. By this capacitance, the losses is also increased. Due to that losses, the efficiency will be reduced and the voltage regulation is also improved. That all the values will be calculated in the case of a long transmission line. Due to the resistance, inductance and capacitance, we will calculate the efficiency and regulations. Okay, due to the resistance, inductance and capacitance, some losses are to be obtained in the case of a long transmission lines, that all the losses will be calculated, and also we find out the regulation in the case of a long transmission line. This all the parameters will be studied in the third unit, that is the long transmission line. And also we will study about the surge impedance, velocity of propagation and equivalent diagrams, nominal T and nominal pi in the case of a long transmission systems. Okay, next coming to the fourth unit. Fourth unit is the power system transients. Okay, first of all, transmission system means that it consists of a transmission lines. In the case of a transmission line, when we are connecting the input to that line, we are obtaining the some transients in that lines. Okay, the transients will be obtained in the long, short and medium transmission lines also. Okay, this will be calculated in this unit. What are transients are to be obtained, and what is meant by the surge impedance, and what is meant by the attenuation and destruction, that all the parameters will be studied in the fourth unit. Okay, next one is coming to the fifth unit, that is the what are the various factors governing the performance of a transmission lines. While calculating the parameters, or while calculating the transmission line calculations, or while calculating the efficiency and regulations of a transmission line, what are the factors to be affected, that will be calculated definitely. Okay, we compulsorily calculate the parameters, that is the skin effect, proximate effect, Ferranti effect, and what is the charging currents, and what is meant by the corona effect, and what are the factors affecting the corona, that all will be studied in the fifth unit. Okay, what are the various factors, that means the what is the skin effect, proximate effect, Ferranti effect and charging current, corona, and what are the factors affecting that corona, that all will be studied in the fifth unit. Okay, next coming to the sixth unit, that is the sixth unit is the sag and tension calculations. Okay, in the case of a transmission system, we are having the long length of lines. We are using the long length of lines because the generating stations are very far away from the substations or the consumers. For that reason, we are using the long length of lines. In the usage of long length of lines, we are obtaining the sag. We are obtaining the sag and the tension. That will be calculated in the sixth unit, that is the sag and tension calculations in the case of a transmission systems. Okay, next coming to this unit, also we have studied about the overhead line insulators. In this unit, we also studied about the overhead line insulators. That means the overhead, in the case of a overhead transmission systems, and there is no insulation. Okay, for that because we are having the insulators. Okay, by using that insulators, we protect the transmission systems, and also the protection for the human being also. Okay, that's why we are using the insulators. Insulation means that it gives the insulation for the lines. It gives the insulation for the lines. Okay, these will be studied in this unit. Okay, these are the total 6 units related to this transmission systems. Okay, in that first unit consists of a various parameters. That means every line or every conductor having the parameters. Okay, that is resistor, inductor, and also the capacitor. Okay, what are the parameters and how it will be affected in the lines in the case of a single phase and three phase lines, that all will be studied in the transmission line parameters. Next one is the short and medium transmission line. What is the efficiency and regulation of a short and medium transmission lines are calculated in the second unit. Okay.